So here we are, and we have a Mark 1 Ford Fiesta, and it's left-hand drive. It's not run on the road for about 20 years, I think, but we put some fresh fuel in, changed the fuel pump to an electric fuel pump, and she's running. And we'll turn the engine on for you in a minute. It does have a few areas of corrosion, as you'd expect for a car of this age. So let's have a quick look round, show you where the worst bits are. First of all, there's a small hole there at the base of the front wing. Actual seals themselves underneath are good and solid, as are the chassis rails coming down from the front, from sort of this area and running down the floor there. They're fine, and there's no holes as we can see in the floor pans. At the back there's another small hole there, right at the back of the sill, but the bit underneath and around appears to be sound. It's just really surface rust on those, but I think there's a good chance that they were cleaned up, rust treated, they'd be okay, but obviously that hole needs doing. And then the normal place where they all rust is here in the corner of the boot. That will need a bit of chopping out and welding. That's much the same around the other side. Down in that corner there, similar sort of thing, not as bad. But if we can go in there, you should be able to see a little hole in there as well. So both corners of the boot are going to need a bit of work, but this part of the sill in here is much better. No hole down this end. There is a spot of rust on the passenger door. It's of course to be driver's side in the UK, but this is a left-hand drive car, so it's at the passenger door, and that continues along the base, and there's another bit of corrosion there. No hole, but I think it will be when you scrape it back. So that just needs a bit of work. But the base of this wing, much better than the other side, as you can see in there. The only other bit really is on the front valance. Just a little bit there on the bottom of the front valance, as you can see. That little corner there. Look around there and show you that in there. So let's have a look at the engine. Battery's off one of my cars, so that won't be coming with it, but we'll try and get another one for you if you want. So it will need a new battery. And here I've temporarily mounted an electric fuel pump, which will need to be just drilled and fitted if you want to keep it, as the old mechanical one's not working. And that's just powered off the coil, and the earth is that little blue connector there, and that fires up the engine. The front cross member, if we can see it down there, does have a bit of surface corrosion, but there's no holes in it, which is the same really for the whole engine bay. All the way around. Not easy to see in this light, but there is a hole underneath the battery as well. And again, just surface rust on the inside of the bonnet. told this has got an 1100cc engine, and I say told because French logbooks don't tell you how big the engine is, and the owner wasn't 100% sure. The seats unfortunately are very worn. They're quite comfortable sitting, but it's just the material was just had it, I'm afraid. But the good news is that the parcel shelf is here. It has no holes in it. Oh, you don't see that very often. So there you go. So that's the outside of the car. Whoever takes this project on, they're going to repaint it anyway. So, you know, odd little bits of corrosion there and there. You know, will be all done at the same time. And there's a few little scabs on the roof. Looking through the car, it looks to be just about complete. It doesn't have any brakes, that's the only issue. They're very, very spongy, and there was no fluid in the reservoir when I picked it up. I put some fluid in, but haven't bled them yet. But I suspect that there's probably a leaky wheel cylinder, or maybe even a pipe that's got a hole in. So assuming new brake lines, and those aren't original, but I guess get a picture of it. The ones that are in the door cards possibly are the originals. Not over sure. There's two of them in here. There's the other one. Oops, there we go. Not sure why they've been taken off, but they have. Right now, let's get in and start her up. Stone cold. Literally just reversed her out onto the drive. Sounds a nice little engine. Let's just stick her in reverse. Shut the door there. You can see we're going in reverse. And in forward. I'm going to be a bit careful because we're on a slope and we haven't got any brakes. So I think we'll just leave it there. But you can see it's running. So we put 3 or 4 litres of fuel in. So you have a running car. Running car that I would say starts, stops and goes, but it's a bit lacking in the stop department. But there we are. This is on sale and can be collected from Portsmouth or delivered to somewhere not too far away. If you want to contact me, please do, and we can talk about the price, etc. That's all for now. Cheerio.